12th Biozoology, Chapter 6, Principles of Ecology. In this part, we are going to discuss about various climatic factors. Components surrounding an organism are called as factors because components around an organism influence the life of an organism. The components surrounding an organism are called as factors because they affect the life of an organism. There are various kinds of factors around an organism. Biotic factors, they are living factors. Abiotic factors are non-living factors. Among the various kinds of abiotic factors, in this part we are going to learn about climatic factors. Climatic factors change the climate of the environment. They are light, temperature, water, wind and fire. Let us learn the factors one by one in detail. Light is an important factor for the life processes. Basic physiological processes of plant are influenced by light. Photosynthesis is an important activity. Without light, photosynthesis cannot occur. Photosynthesis, transpiration, seed germination and flowering are directly influenced by light. We know what is visible light. The VIBGYOR region, violet to the red region, 400 to 700 nanometer wavelength is visible light. Photosynthesis is maximum at the blue and red region. Green area are less strongly absorbed by plants. Plants strongly absorb the blue and red region for photosynthesis. Now let us see the effect of light on plants. Plant light influences photosynthesis, opening and closure of stomata, germination of seeds, flowering, tuber formation, production of runner, stem and leaf formation. Various basic life processes are controlled by the light. Based on the tolerance to the intensities of light, there are two groups of plants. Heliophytes, they are light loving plants. They grow well in lighted areas. Example, angiosperms. Zeophytes, they are shade loving plants. They grow well in shades. They are bryophytes and pteridophytes. Temperature influences metabolic activities and physiological activities of organisms. Minimum temperature, at minimum temperature, the physiological activities are at minimum level, low level. When the temperature increases, in a particular temperature, the physiological activities are maximum level. That temperature is optimum temperature. Optimum temperature is the temperature at which the physiological activities are maximum. And above the optimum temperature, when the temperature increases to maximum level, the physiological activities stop. Temperature influences the metabolic activities and physiological activities. Based on the thermal tolerance, that is temperature tolerance, organisms are grouped into eurythermal. Eurythermal organisms can manage wide range of temperature. Stenothermal, they have narrow range of temperature adjustment. Eurythermal organisms tolerate a wide range of temperature fluctuations. They are aquatic plants, Zoostra, Artemisia tridentata. These are aquatic plants. They can tolerate wide range of fluctuations in temperature. Stenothermal organisms tolerate only small range of temperature variations. They are terrestrial plants like mango and palm. The mango tree cannot grow in temperate countries like Canada and Germany. In aquatic ecosystem, when the depth increases, the temperature level is varying. Change in the temperature with increasing depth in a water body results in different layers called as thermal stratification. Thermal stratification is seen in aquatic ecosystem. The temperature changes with increasing depth in the water body. So different layers are formed. These layers are called as thermal stratification. The top layer is epilimnion. Here the temperature is high. The middle one is metalimnion. Here there is gradual decrease in the temperature. At the bottom, hypolimnion. Here very cool condition is seen. Epilimnion, metalimnion, hypolimnion are three stratifications called as thermal stratifications. When this is equator region, when there is increase in the latitude, when we move towards latitude from the equator, the temperature decreases. Finally, the area becomes ice. So this is equator. Here tropical forests are there. After the area, temperate deciduous forest and coniferous forest, and then tundra, and in the polar region ice. Temperature range gets changed when we move towards a latitude. Similarly, when we move towards the higher areas from the sea level, that is increase in the altitude. When the altitude increases, the temperature is varying. So the vegetations, different vegetations are formed according to the temperature. So near the equator, so above the ground level deciduous forest, then coniferous forest, then tundra, then at the top ice and snow. Variation in latitude and altitude affect the temperature. Variation in the altitude and latitude change the temperature. Because of change in the temperature, there is change in the vegetations on earth's surface. Here also there is change in the vegetation on earth's surface towards the latitude, and towards the altitude also there is change in the vegetations on earth's surface. This is because of change in the temperature. Now let us see the effect of temperature. The first 3 points are effect of temperature on the environment. Now let us see the effect of temperature on the biological system. The temperature influences the enzymatic action. At low temperature, the enzymatic activity is slow. At optimum temperature, the enzymatic activity will be maximum. When the temperature is very high, enzyme activity stops. So temperature influences enzymatic action. When the temperature increases, the solubility of CO2 and O2 in liquid increases. When the temperature increases, the solubility of CO2, O2 on liquid increases. When the temperature increases, the respiration also increases. Growth of seedlings takes place when increase in temperature. When the temperature is very low, it will affect the growth of seedlings. The temperature influences the distribution of vegetation types that we discussed while learning the latitude and altitude. Very low temperature with increased atmospheric moisture spreads plant diseases. Water is an important factor. It affects vital processes. Plants get water from the atmospheric moisture and rain and from the soil water. It is believed that life had originated only in water. After the formation of earth, the first life appeared on water. The first beginning year, in the beginning years, the life was on water only. 70% of water on earth's surface, 70% of earth's surface is occupied by water. The quality of water is important for aquatic organisms. Of the 70% of water on earth's surface, only 5% is fresh water and 30-35% seawater. Based on the tolerance of salinity, organisms are grouped into euryhaline and stenohaline. Euryhaline organisms can tolerate wide range of salinity. Stenohaline organisms cannot tolerate wide range of salinity. They have narrow range of salinity adjustment. Marine algae and marine angiosperms have the tolerance of wide range to salinity. Plants of estuaries are stenohaline. They have narrow range of tolerance of salinity. What is called as wind? The moving air is called as wind. Atmospheric air is composed of various gases and particles and other constituents. We know the gases found in the atmosphere: nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, carbon dioxide 0.03%, argon and other gases 0.93%. The other constituents include the water vapor, gaseous pollutants, they are poisonous gases, dust particles. Smoke particles are formed due to incomplete burning of substances, and microorganisms, pollen grains, spores produced by the organisms, all are components of atmospheric air. Anemometer is an instrument. It is used to measure the direction and speed of wind. Effect of wind is on environment as well as life. First, let us discuss the effect of wind on environment. Wind is necessary for the formation of rain. Wind influences the formation of rain. If you look at the surface of water bodies like lake, pond, we can find wave formation. Wave formation on the surface of water bodies is due to wind. The wave formation influences aeration of water bodies. Oxygen dissolves in water bodies because of the waves created by wind. Strong wind causes soil erosion, so it reduces the soil fertility by taking away the minerals. Minerals are removed from the agricultural areas because of heavy wind. So these three are related to the environment. Now let us see the effect of wind on organisms. Wind increases the rate of transpiration. The wind carries away the moisture from the surface of stomata. Wind helps in pollination in anemophilous flowers. Pollen grains are carried by wind. Wind also helps in dispersal of many fruits, seeds, spores. These three are positive effect of wind: transpiration, pollination, dispersal of fruits, seeds, spores. Next, to our negative effects: Strong wind causes uprooting of big trees, and unidirectional wind on a single direction causes flag forms in trees bend on one side, flag forms, uprooting of trees, flag forms. These are negative aspects. The positive effect is transpiration, pollination, dispersal of fruits, seeds. First 3 points are related to the effect of wind on environment. Fire is produced by a chemical process, combustion. Manually, fire is produced by man. Naturally, fire is produced due to friction between two plants. Fire is an exothermic factor. It produces heat and light. Ground fire does not produce more flame, and the surface fire causes burning of herbs and shrubs. The entire tree is burned by crown fire. Crown fire, in this fire the flame is above the canopy of tall trees. Fire has direct lethal effect on plants. Fire leads to the death of the plants. The burning scars are the places for the entry of parasitic fungi and insects. Parasitic fungi enter into the plant body through the burning scars. The fire changes the rainfall, nutrient cycle, fertility of the soil, pH of the soil, plants and animals in the soil. Some fungi grow in soil of burnt areas. These fungi are called as pyrophilous. The fungi which grow in soil burnt areas are called pyrophilous. Example, Pyronyma confluens. So in this part we have learned various factors, that is climatic factors. Climatic factors affect climate of the environment.